Hello, my name is Melissa McClure Fuller. I'm a Master of Public Health student at San José State University, and I'm going to be talking today about bisexuality and mental health needs among young adults during COVID-19. Our research question is, what are the mental health needs of bisexual young adults during COVID-19? Do bisexual young adults have different mental health needs than heterosexual peers? And how do the needs of bisexual young adults differ from gay or lesbian students or mostly heterosexual young adults? A little bit of background: sexual minority young adults may be more at risk for depression, suicidal ideation, anxiety, and loneliness. And bisexual young adults have unique needs apart from gay or lesbian young adults. Some of the methods that we used a cross-sectional survey that was designed and implemented by undergraduate students in a public health course. Demographics and mental health status were reported, and the mental health status were measured using widely used scales that are validated for use with this population. We looked at results for depression, anxiety, suicidal ideation, and feeling lonely nearly every day. The sample size was 358 participants, and the priority population was 18 through 35 who self-identified as bisexual. This chart shows what the sexual identities were of the participants. Mostly heterosexual was the highest group with 82.6%, followed by bisexual at 6.9%, and then mostly heterosexual at 5.6%, gay or lesbian at 2.3%, and other was 2.6%. Using this information, then we looked at the mental health needs across all sexual identities. Anxiety and depression were most common. Anxiety was 39.7%, and depression was 30.8%, then followed by suicidal ideation and feeling lonely nearly every day. And this was across all sexual identities. If we break that down a little further and look at just the needs of bisexual young adults compared to heterosexual adults, this chart gives us the prevalence ratios. So depression was 2.36 times more likely for bisexual young adults compared to heterosexual adults. Anxiety was 1.62 times more likely. Suicidal ideation was 2.89 times more likely, and feeling lonely every day, nearly every day, was 10.32 times more likely. If we look at the numbers in parentheses for our confidence interval, we'll notice that for feeling lonely every day, the range is quite wide. So that makes it a little bit harder to generalize these findings across the population. Some conclusions that we came up with based on the results of this study: that the mental health needs of the bisexual community are significant and separate from gay or lesbian young adults. There is a strong need for reflection on social connectedness for bisexual young adults, especially during times of extended stress and isolation, like we've experienced during COVID-19. A larger sample size would help with more generalizability and would be beneficial to supporting research in this area. This study also helps fill a gap in terms of the research and what's being seen in literature, looking specifically at the needs of bisexual young adults. This is my contact email, and this is a list of other authors that helped with this study. I'd like to acknowledge the Fall 2020 Epidemiology course and the Thoracic Foundation, and this is a list of my references. Thank you so much.